everybody. Day 2 of Horrible Harry. The book was so good yesterday. I hope you got to join in. If you didn't, go back and do chapters 1 and 2 with us before you start today, because we're going to start on chapter 3, I think. So anyway, what we know is that Doug is our storyteller, telling about his friend Harry and some of his adventures. And there's a kid named Sid who seems to be a bit of a troublemaker. I'm not super fond of Sid right off the bat. Song Lee brought an origami little grasshopper that she made. Was it a grasshopper? Something that she made, and he squashed it right under his foot. Praying mantis. That's even better than a grasshopper. He squashed it with his foot, and Horrible Harry, he's ready to give him revenge. I don't think he's going to beat him up or anything, but triple revenge. 3 things are going to have to happen to Sid before Harry calls it even for his little friend Song Lee. So this chapter is called The Underwear Dare. Pajama Day was the big topic at lunchtime in the cafeteria. It was part of Spirit Week for Southeast School. Everybody was talking about it. Most of us had hot lunch that day. It was spaghetti and buttery garlic bread. The carrot sticks were good too. As we slurped the noodles and crunched the bread and carrots, we talked about the big event. "What are you wearing, Song Lee?" Ida asked. "I haven't decided what I want to wear yet. My pajamas or my nightgown." Song Lee shrugged. "I bet she brings her origami book," Sid said. "Origami," Mary corrected. When Song Lee didn't light up, Sid's smile disappeared. He could see she was still upset. "We're having hot cocoa with mini marshmallows on Pajama Day," Zuzu said. "My mom is one of the room mothers, so I know." "We get to read books anywhere in the room for a whole hour," I said. "I'm reading the entire book of Stone Fox." "I'm bringing my own copy of Revenge of the Wedgie Woman," Harry said, making his eyebrows go up and down. After Mary cringed, she told us what she was wearing. "I have pink cat pajamas, pink fluffy slippers to match, and I'm bringing a book about Pinky and Rex." "What about you, Doug?" Mary asked. "I'm wearing a bathrobe," I said. "Cool," Zuzu replied. "What are you wearing, Harry?" "Well, Zuzu, I don't wear pajamas to bed. I just go to sleep in my underwear." Mary and Ida giggled. "Hey, Harry the canary," Sid said. "I got a dare for you. Wear your underwear to school tomorrow for Pajama Day. It's what you wear to bed." Harry suddenly leaned back in his lunch chair. He raised his bushy eyebrows and pointed his carrot stick at Sydney. "Okay, maybe I will." We all stared at Harry. "You will?" said Sid. "Maybe, on one condition." "What's that?" asked Sid. "If I wear my underwear to school tomorrow," Harry replied, "you have to leap around all day like a praying mantis." "Huh?" said Sid. Harry gave a demonstration. He walked on his tiptoes with his head held high. He moved his head from side to side. His hands were close to his chest, and his fingers wiggled back and forth. Song Lee looked up. Thinking about a praying mantis made her eyes get watery, but Sid didn't even notice. "It's a deal," he said to Harry. "You'll never wear your underwear to school." Harry shook Sid's hand. "We'll see about that." I can't imagine that he's going to do that. Must be some kind of a joke. Let's see. Mary and Ida gasped and then covered their mouths. Song Lee looked away. I could only shudder. Harry's second revenge was a little bit risky. Well, the next morning was Wednesday. The bell was about to ring. Miss Mackle was at the bulletin board. Her hair was in curlers, and she was wearing a granny nightgown. Sid was anxiously waiting by the door in his bright red pajamas with white snowmen on them. They were one size too big. "Where's Harry?" Sid asked. "Grandma Spooger always brings him to school on Wednesdays," I said. "That's when he has breakfast with his grandpa at Shady Glen." Sid looked worried. "Do you think Harry's going to show up in his underwear?" And there they all are. Look at, they're waiting for Harry to come in. Ida shook her head. "I hope not." Cross your fingers that he doesn't. Everyone crossed their fingers, except for Song Lee. She was reading a book called A Single Shard at her desk. She was wearing a pale blue nightgown with black and white pandas on it. The rest of us waited at the door. Finally, Harry strolled in. Strolled is just like, no hurry or rush. Next chapter is called Pajama Day. Harry was wearing underwear all right. Long johns, plain white, 100% cotton long johns. And long johns are one-piece underwear like they used to wear even in pioneer days. You can still get them, but they have long sleeves, long legs. So it's kind of a thing they wore in the olden days. So he played a joke on him. I let out a big sigh of relief. So did Mary and Ida. Harry's teeth were as white as his winter underwear. Okay, Sid, start leaping like a praying mantis. Sydney slapped the wall. You tricked me. So, what were you expecting me to wear, Sid? Pull up diapers? Harry joked. Sydney reluctantly got up on his tiptoes, pulled his hands close to his chest, wiggled his fingers. Some of us even giggled. He leaped very quickly over the desk, holding his head up high like a praying mantis. Ida and Mary giggled. And look. Sydney got only out of his seat 4 times that day. Once to go to the bathroom, once to line up for lunch, once for dismissal, and once to go to the refreshment table for hot chocolate and cookies. Zuzu's mom was handing out the treats. She noticed Sydney's funny steps. Are you pretending to be an animal? Mrs. Haddad asked. And because every time he gets out of his seat, he has to be a praying mantis. Sydney half smiled. Actually, I'm pretending to be an insect, he mumbled. Zuzu's mother looked at the teacher. I think Sydney has a good case of cabin fever, Miss Mackle chuckled. That's why the school spirit week is in the middle of winter. Mrs. Haddad smiled. Well, Sydney, since you're an insect, you're going to like these Lebanese cookies. They have honey in them. Sydney dropped a handful of marshmallows in his cocoa. I will, thank you, he replied. Then he carefully leaped back to his desk. Harry leaned back in his chair and flashed his white teeth. His second revenge was done. Now, I wondered, how far would he go for his third one? All right. We are going to save the rest for tomorrow to see what happens in his third revenge. So I hope you have a really great day, and we will pick up and find out what the third revenge, look at Harry sitting there thinking about it, what his third revenge will be tomorrow. Okay, see you later, guys. Have a great day. Bye.